What's up there, guys? I'm gonna let this video run. And, yeah, just a fun fact. Listen to how excited he is.
I want to show you a neat trick of Russian disinformation. It's called dip.
No, not this kind of dip. This kind of dip, as shown by weapons expert Shay Bose.
I'm just kidding. Shay isn't a weapons expert. He's never been in the military. He doesn't hold a security clearance, and he doesn't work in the intelligence community. But you do you, boo.
So some sort of weapon hit a cathedral in Odessa.
But you're starting to see a trend of pictures. Russian sophists are showing the cathedral,
And then they're showing a large crater.
with the implication that a Kh-22 missile has a 1,000 kilogram warhead and the cathedral wouldn't be there anymore.
Showing a misleading picture and then showing a comparative picture.
Is called DIP, or deceptive imagery persuasion. It's something that Russian sophists do really well.
So I added Shay to my Cyabra disinformation scan.
It's going to take a couple of hours to run, but after that I'll have a good idea of the networks involved in this disinformation campaign. Until then, be on the lookout for DIP. I want to show you a...
Yeah, and it loops after that. He actually kind of fucked up on the edit there. And, Ryan, are you sure this is the hill you want to die on? Okay. I'm gonna have to pull out the editor for this one.
Holy Jesus. What is that? What the fuck is that?
On July 23rd, an explosion occurred at the Transfiguration Cathedral in Odessa, Ukraine. This is Odessa's largest church and is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. In this video, I'm going to explore the disinformation around the explosion and try to determine the cause. Now, first I have to start with a concept called DIP, or deceptive imagery persuasion. Russian propaganda and disinformation comes in three phases: seeding, where they spread disinformation; harvesting, where they find what's sticky on social media; and amplification, where they use bots and sophists to identify a message. Now, when I say bot, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a computer. It's just an inauthentic account that may be run by one or more people. If you see a social media profile that only talks about the outrage flavor of the day, it's probably a bot. Sophists are authentic users that spread disinformation either intentionally or unintentionally. Now, deceptive imagery persuasion, or DIP, is a tool that's heavily used by Russia, but it comes in other forms. This is basically where you use text and deceptive imagery that sounds like it could be true, especially to people who only have surface level knowledge of the subject matter. For example, look at this Facebook post about Betty White. Can you figure out what's wrong with this post? Well, This is Betty White, but these women in black and white aren't Betty White. But we want to believe that it is. This is DIP. This is deceptive imagery persuasion. How easy would it be to share that picture? Or look at these two pictures. Now, which one's correct? Did President Trump really say that Republicans are the dumbest group of voters, or did Joe Biden really say that the average American doesn't care about their constitutional rights? Truth is, they're both false. But if you're part of a certain political persuasion, it's something that you want to believe. How fast would you share or repost one of those memes? And that's kind of the brilliance of DIP.
So, knowing this, knowing that the majority of people only really have a surface level knowledge of the type of armor and what it looks like in Ukraine and what we've sent, seeing the added text in the top left corner from the Sun themselves in regards to Ukrainian armed forces, and the definite wanting to believe it's a Russian tank, that the flames engulfed it after it hit its ammo storage. Putting all that together, yeah, Ryan. Yeah, Jesus fucking Christ, you're 100% right. This is disinformation, guy. Like, dude, you're spot on this. Like, I had no idea. Like, this dude, abso-fucking-lutely. Like, go figure. You finally caught one. But yeah, I gotta say, I'm quite impressed from a guy who was once in the army, such as yourself. Oh wait, I'm kidding. Ryan McBeth, you were never in the army. You got your security clearance from a honeypot in East Germany. And the intelligence community is an oxymoron in and of itself. But hey, you do you, Stay Puffed.